Hey guys, so in this video, let's talk about the Philippine Stock Exchange. Where is it headed? What's currently going on? Please do note, while all of this is happening, inflation is higher, rates have been hiked. There's so many things going on around the world. And what does it actually mean if you are investing in the US markets already, or if you have exposure in the crypto markets? Is it still worth investing? What I'm going to do in this video, we're going to talk about it based on what the charts are telling us. As you follow where the PSEI goes, it gives you an inkling where the direction is. Again, technical analysis is not a crystal ball, it's not forecasting, it's a risk management tool telling you where the trend is and where the range is, and for you to be able to make decisions based on that. So if you guys are ready for that and you want to know more about that, check this video out. Hey guys, so here we go. Let's do this. And it's nice again to talk about the Philippine markets because, as you all know, that's where I started. I've been investing, I've been part of the Philippine markets for over a decade now. And what's nice about that is you have the ability to be able to analyze it from a technical analysis point of view, that you don't have to watch the market on a daily basis. You don't have to check what's actually going on a minute per minute level, because it's harder to break a trend, and it's harder also for it to just actually a very, very strong trend takes a very, very long time to be broken. A very strong range gives you an inkling also where's the support and where's the resistance, and you can make decisions off of that. Now, that being said, by the time I'm recording this video, please do note that we are not still back at the 7,000 level yet. By all intents and purposes, we're not there. The market closed at 6,699. It was up 0.28%. Volume was about 6.71 billion pesos. Now, if you're gonna look at the charts and you go through the charts with me, you'll see it. We have a distinct support. Longer supports, longer bounces, longer supports. It's very, very hard to break. Now, over the past few years, way after the pandemic started, the support that we're actually looking at is still 6,153. And as you can see right here, even though in the midst of a lot of the uncertainty that happened this June, Ukraine war, high inflation, there's still a backlog of items from a logistical level. A lot of chips or a lot of items also are not arriving where it's supposed to go. Then countries have been hiking rates. There's a lot of things going on, but the 6,153 support level has held its ground. Now, that being said, also, what for those who attended the Stock Smart sessions or read the books that I have, you all know this, that the main narrative, the main goal is that if it's at the support level, it gives you an inkling that, hey, this certain stock, this certain index is staying above the support level. If it stays above the support level, holds its ground, then it becomes a level for you to be able to stack. It becomes a level for you to be able to add to that particular position. And that's what we're actually seeing right here, right now, in this particular chart. It stayed above the 6,153 level. And if you notice it also as a form of conviction that it stayed above the 6,153 level, look at it, 2 months. It stayed above that level for 2 months, meaning there were people who were buying. There were people who saw that it was at a range that was relatively cheaper already. Please do note this though. I guess one of the differences from this era of Philippine stocks compared to over a decade ago, there's more local people transacting, not much foreign institutions as compared to when I was actually starting out. So again, 6153 has held its ground for the past 2 months, but not just that. Remember that we get to use moving averages as an area of support and resistance. Something significantly happened over the past few weeks. Number one, as you can see right here, allow me to zoom in. It broke past the 20-day moving average, which is a short-term moving average. It broke past the 50-day moving average. But what's interesting about that last Thursday is with a large green candle, it broke past the 100-day moving average as well. And last Friday, although it didn't really have a very, very large candle, although it wasn't something that was very, very, very massive, it closed above the 100-day moving average. And if you notice it here, you can also sort of put a resistance somewhere around the 6,845 mark. However, the main resistance to watch out now is the 200-day moving average, which is somewhere around the 6,935 mark. If you have been following my videos, you have been following the talks that I have created, that I would always say that the longer the moving average, the stronger it actually is. And the stronger it actually is, it forms a level of, if you bought early on, if you bought at the support, it could be an area for you to actually take profits. However, if it breaks past that, then you actually are seeing a market that's shifting from bearish to bullish. You're actually seeing a market that, if you notice it right here, and I'll draw up some sort of a trend line also for all of you, you could also peg it this way, that this is a downward trending slope right here, that from what happened last week, you saw it start to break out from that downward trending slope. Please do remember, the downward trending slope happened somewhere around the start of the year, when all of the Ukraine war, all of the negative news started to happen. But if you've been following my videos, I've mentioned that the 7,505 mark, if you'll allow me to zoom out, was nothing more than the resistance of this very, very long and strong range that we have been in. Please do note this. No matter what you see as bullish or bearish news, it's very, very clear right here that over the past 2+ years, since the pandemic started, we have now just been consolidating. Main support, 6153. Main resistance, 7505. And we have been at that level for the longest time. Now, I'll zoom in back again. So this is where we are. We've bounced from that 6153 support level. Again, 6153 is a very, very long and strong support. It held its ground for the past 2 years. And the downward trending slope that happened from the start of the year is now actually broken. So a couple of things that are showing more bullish inklings: bounce from the support, breakout from the 20-day moving average, breakout from the 50-day moving average, breakout from the downward trending slope, breakout from the 100-day moving average. The resistance to watch out for right now is the 200-day moving average, and then the longer and stronger one at the 7,505 mark. So for those who bought at the, let me just change colors right here. So for those who bought at the support level right now, you're sitting on somewhere around 9.3%. For those who are into crypto, 9.3% may not be something that's exciting for you, but for those who are purely into Philippine stocks, you got a 9.3% gain. Now, that being said, if the push would continue, possible movement all the way to the 200-day moving average gives you a 13.1% trade. Or if it bounces all the way up to the 7,500 mark, then you have somewhere around 21-22% should it go and attack the resistance. So if you follow the projections properly, we're just in the same range. And that's why you don't need to panic when you're trading stocks. You don't have to be scared no matter how much you look at it, because the same progression, the same trend, the same range that we have been talking about for the longest time is still there. So from where we were a couple of months ago to where we are now, the market has been consolidating. The market has just been ranging 6153 support and the resistance at the 7,505 level. The difference, though, from where we are now compared to where we were a few months back, is that we've already bounced from the support. We've already broken out from shorter term moving averages. And if you'll watch it also right here, MACD, for the very, very first time, please do note that somewhere around March, MACD dropped from bullish to bearish, and it stayed in the bearish zone right here for the past 5 months. And it, for the first time over the course of the past week or so, it now started to move from bearish to bullish. And one thing, though, to note also, and this is something similar to what we would currently see in the US and crypto markets. Some tokens, some coins, some US stocks have already also moved into overbought category, meaning should there be any correction, should there be any sell down or at least red candles, one of the reasons that you could actually conceive or put into this is mainly because that, hey, okay, because it has been bought up relatively fast. Also, it has gone up a bit already. And please do notice that it's normal for people to take profits. It's normal for institutions to take profits. Everyone that's in the market is just like you and me, that their main goal, their main narrative is also to earn. And for some of them, if they're already content with their earnings also, then you can't actually fault them for taking profits as well. So when it hits overbought category, some people use that as a signal, especially for those who use RSI. If it crosses down the overbought level for RSI, you have a lot of people who are actually trading who will also want to take profits. So that's what I'm trying to say, and that's what I want to submit to all of you that it won't go up in a straight line, but from where we are right now, it's in a much better position than where we were a few months back. So there. Um, Maybe just to put this to a close, bullish parameters, bounce from support, 20, 50, 100-day moving average breakout, MACD above zero. RSI though, something to watch out for because it's at the overbought level. But for it to fully reverse, it must break out from the 200-day moving average. If you want to see a more bullish move of the market, it has to go above the 7,505 mark. And if please do note this, we haven't really gone above that level since the drop. No, the last time we were above this, it was the start of 2020. No one really cared about COVID at that time yet. We have not really gone above that level. So it would be interesting to see that if we break out from the 7,505 mark, how high could the market possibly go, and if it solidifies itself as a support level. So there, if you guys have any questions, put them down below. I'll try to make more Philippine stocks videos for all of you. If you want to learn more how I trade using technicals, check out the books that I've written. It's down below, 2 books that I've talked about using technicals, breaking the resistance and winning strategies for investing. Or you can check out the hundreds of videos we've talked about analyzing Philippine stocks as well. And lastly, if you want to check out my technical analysis seminar, we have something online on demand that you can actually check out and learn from. Everything down below, wherever you are in the world. If you're an OFW, you're living abroad, or you're living in the province, or living in the city, or you can't actually get out of your job to attend the seminar, you can watch it online, sign up, watch it over a 30-day period, and review. So there. That's why I keep saying this over and over, in spite of what's going on, in spite of whatever you hear, in spite of some negativity, also in the global macro. If you're a trader and you know how to use technicals, everything you need to know is found in the charts. And since everything you need to know is found in the charts, it could give you areas where you could buy, sell, hold, or avoid. There's so much opportunity around. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all. Roll extra.